It is always amazing how the Lord shows up in so many unexpected ways. The church I go to has a ministry. It's a call-in ministry to check on people that are first-time guests. And so I make calls to strangers that are new in town, or maybe they live here and they're visiting for the first time, but to connect, to see what they might need. How can we answer any of your questions? And that's a ministry I'm involved in. It's that very ministry that brought me to the place of such love and joy with a project that was being done by Grace Like Rain. I made a phone call as I would normally make, and there on the other end was a lovely young woman who had moved here from Atlanta. And sometimes when you make the calls, you talk a little bit, or you might need to do prayer. Sometimes it's quick, but we immediately struck a friendship and talking about what she was involved in and a project that she was working on. I had been asking the Lord for quite some time, Lord, I have a home you've blessed me with. I'm an empty nester now, but it's been used for ministry quite a bit. And I was feeling that I wanted to, offer my home up again in some kind of way. So I had been asking him, Lord, send me someone that I can minister to or help. And it had been a few months, but I'm making my phone calls, and Kathleen Robinson was telling me about her project called Hosea, and telling me about how they were filming here in town, and that they were in the process of getting things together, and just asking me to pray for them that they would get what they needed. And right then, right there, Holy Spirit said, ask her what she needs. You ask her what she needs. And so I did. I said, what do you need? And there was talk of a golf cart and some tents, but there was talk of pray for our lodging. We're trying to get that down to keep our costs, and just so that we can be free to do other things. And I said, I have somewhere you can be. And she said, really? And I said, yes, I have somewhere you can be. I said, why don't you come here and see if it works for you? It may not, it may. So she comes over and we walk through. We have Linda Bentley on FaceTime. She's walking, she's looking, she says, this will work. And as I sit here now, it was absolutely, of course, meant to be. My husband comes home and I said, we have a production company coming and a film crew, and the main characters are going to be staying with us for a few days. And knowing how we are, he just said, okay. He goes, do you know these people? I said, no, but the Lord wants them here and they're going to be here. And he's like, okay. And it blessed him and me to no end to have them in our home. The work ethic that went into it, Kathleen playing Gamaria, she was so dialed into everything that needed to happen, and it was amazing, her role in this. James, who plays Hosea, his testimony was phenomenal that he gave me, and I got to speak with everyone and be with everyone and get to know everyone as time went by, but mostly to watch the craftsmanship, the excellence, and their heart for the project. They worked tirelessly. And they over and over again would check and double check and just make sure that things were perfect. And one of the best parts during the time that I was able to spend with them, it was phenomenal. They were filming in my living room. It just worked out. It was a good place to shoot. And I had gone upstairs to check on the boys. I had asked Kathleen to bring her children so that they could see their mom a little bit because she was so extremely busy. And they were upstairs. And I just had gone, I had left the scene that they were working on to go upstairs. And as I was coming down, the dialogue that was playing out in a very intense scene, very intense, just grabbed me. It grabbed me, and I was stunned. I couldn't move, and I shouldn't move because I didn't want to make any noise, but I couldn't have if I wanted to. I was mesmerized. And Hosea was crying. I knew he was crying. I could hear it in his voice. And it was just, the back and forth between the two characters was so palpable. It it was, you could feel it. And I knew then, I said, God is so in this. They are honoring him with their talent. He is so in this. And I've had a long life of listening, being a part of theater. I've studied theater. I know when I close my eyes and I listen, if it sounds right, then I know that it's going to look right. And it was amazing. And I did get to see a little of it, but I couldn't believe it. I knew I had something great here, but I couldn't believe really until I heard Gamaria and Hosea and that intense scene playing out in my living room. It was just amazing. And I'm grateful that I got to see that and feel it. You will feel this when you see this. There's no avoiding it. It's what it's supposed to be. They probably believed that this little woman from Alabama said, come on into my home, it's fine. And they're like, wow, how does this happen? It's a blessing. But that was the Lord. But what they may not realize really is how I was blessed to see them, to see the love for each other, the love they gave to me, the love for the project, and the love of the Lord, because he was definitely at the forefront of all of this. The writing, the dialogue, everything, superb. And it was from him, as Linda will tell you that. I could not have asked for a more exciting spot, to have a front row seat literally to what they were doing, what they were about, and who they were as a company, as a production company, and what they did and what is going to come forward from this. I am so excited to see the final production, and it's going to bless everyone. It will bless anyone that sees it. It will speak to people in a mighty way, and that is why I'm really excited. Yes, for the excellence of the work. Yes, for to have met such a wonderful group of talented people. But the end product is going to do what the Lord wants to with it, and it's mighty. It's very mighty. And so, again, I'm blessed and I'm thankful. And I love it when the Lord just shows off. Just when you ask to bring somebody, please bring somebody. And he gave me them and this opportunity. And I'm very, very grateful.